The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Penn State's offense will take the field first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The give out of the gun. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? If they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field is Kinsey. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Puts it in on the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Memphis offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right?
Breaks into the open. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Might as well give it to him again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. You don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star five-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Kinsey. That's caught. It's Martin. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. D's showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. From the gun to give. Looking for room. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quarterback adapted. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough.
It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Just a wall of defenders where he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather. like this. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back has it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage? A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds some space. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal with the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Looking for the score! Touchdown, Penn State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it, Chris.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up 14 over Nebraska. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of...
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Memphis has the ball back. And it's ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understand.
Oh, it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled. delivered the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Gonna run it. It's Hayes. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hayes. He's got room. Right down the middle. He's at the top. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half.
did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harden. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A little screen to the running back. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really. Job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree. So it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Div, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Quick completion on the out. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. With the catch, it's Johnson. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half, you're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking for space, it's Hayes. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job. Coverage. He knew exactly where to go all that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. You got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and take it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, there he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. At the 45, on its way. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And the offense with a nice run. Off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Memphis will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Spins away from the defender. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Nittany Lions. The line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Kinsey. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle.
trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Makes the grab. It's Jennings. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Touchdown, Penn State! Looking downfield on first down. Swings it out to the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's some pressure. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. Ready to fire from the pistol. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Henry. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a throw downfield late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. The throw with the catch. It's Bell. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense,